I've never been in a commission meeting or anything like that before, but I didn't see very many people in my age range up here. You were talking about industrial growth and more work people seeking out. When I was young, I joined the fire department, and that helped a lot with a work ethic and getting the experience needed to be able to work well in a job. And I think that if more young people had a good work ethic, that would help with keeping jobs and keeping people in this area and helping the industries grow. Maybe just getting more programs for young people to be able to get out there and experience stuff before the 16, 18 age range. I think that might help. So, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, are we ready to vote?
One more.
All right. Okay, get it up.
I'm studying snow. My name's Hal Trent. I'd just like to speak on the wheel tax part. I got disabled with heart attacks, back problems, diabetic neuropathy about 4 years ago. I worked at Lear Marshtown, had a union job making $20 an hour. I would much rather be doing that job and having to live off $1,200 a month than what my wife does. We just got done with Christmas with our grandkids. I had mine and my father-in-law sets the tax to buy in January. My wife's tax I've got to go get tomorrow, they'll expire. We just went and paid our property tax, but nobody wants to go check on that. Yet Friday, and we can't afford $90. I mean, to buy my medicine and everything, a lot of people that's got jobs I've talked to, they're for it. One of us that's on fixed income, and believe me, I'd much rather be working than drawing that. I'll put out and try to go down here to the farmer's market, set up, sell vegetables to make a few extra dollars, trade on some farm equipment just to make ends meet. That ain't counting insurance. Y'all, the budget committee, I get aggravated every time I see these videos whenever, like, Darrell made a recommendation to make cuts. Stacy, no offense, but you're just sitting there like it ain't nothing. I don't know if you have to do a workshop to do this stuff or what. You need to make the damn cuts. You're not showing us no efforts. Even if our, now listen, no, I'm gonna finish first.
Okay.
My mom and dad raised me to mind pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, and dollars to take care of themselves. Y'all ain't minding me. Y'all are the ones that's got it. It's not the whole committee, but the budget committee is the ones that sits here and figures this stuff out. I can't afford charter next month. If my budget, if I ain't got enough to pay it, guess what? I've got to cut that off. I'll stick a set of rabbit ears up like that. I can't afford that. A lot of people can't. Y'all need to take and look at dividing it up between property tax and that. Come up with some other way to do it to make it even out easier. Everybody keeps hollering, get everybody. You're not going to get everybody. It don't matter which way you go. You're not going to, they'll go to Kingsport, they'll go to Granger County get taxed. Ronnie ain't got time to run all day. What we got to do, you guys have got to work harder and show us the effort to do it. A lot of people voted no against it in the past. Y'all got this resolution, not even trying to stop it for a year this time. You want to keep it over, us bend over and grab our ankles and take it. You know, we can't do that. I don't know what the fix is. If I did, I'd throw some ideas at you. I know there's some large cuts out there that can be made.
Okay, well, hold on here, Hal. Let me address the budget committee issue where Darrell mentioned that. Budget committee meets once a month to review these resolutions. It's a standing budget committee meeting. It's not a workshop. It's purely a budget meeting to go over the resolutions and the budget amendments. And it's a consent agenda where we meet with the office holders normally. There's no workshop activity takes place in that. It's not sunshine as a budget workshop. So Darrell could sit there and say, do cuts. Until it's legally sunshine as a workshop for the budget committee, we can't address those issues. Now you talk about cuts. In the current budget year we're working with, from the time the first draft was put in place, we have probably cut, would it be near $1 million in the new request and the cuts made out of the budget?
From the very first.
Including the new request.
Right.
Because we had building requests of nearly $500,000.
Right, so we cut in this budget, we've already taken out close to $1 million. That was including new requests and cutting the office holders. On top of that, we came back and asked each office holder to stop spending 2 to 3 months before their budget year even ended last year. So that kind of crippled some of the office holders because they cut their spending, which let that money run back into our reserve to make the budget we're working in now. We came back after they had already stopped spending, such as the sheriff's office, the other office holders, and we cut them more. That's how we got to the figure that we were at. The current budget that you're working in now, like I just said, with the new requests that come in from the draft 1 to the draft 3, has been altered nearly $1 million or more. I don't have the correct number in front of me, but just off the top of my head and remember, like John Meck said a while ago, we cut over $500,000 in public buildings. And that means if we have a problem with the HVAC unit goes out, if we have problems with sheriff's office and the jail, he came before the budget committee a few months ago, he had a toilet plumbing issue in the jail. For that one unit was what, $5,000, Sheriff? $4,500. Okay, we cut and cut. We take money away to do these things, and when something happens, we have to pay for it. We don't have the money there. That's why I say on the budget committee, if you want to cut, what do you want to cut? You're going to have to do without something, or you can't run the county. You can't run a building the size of that justice center. And I commend what the sheriff's done. We've been able to eliminate a full-time position and a part-time position in county maintenance because his work crews and the deputies he hires do all the maintenance at the building. There's not even a maintenance man for the county up there anymore. He completely oversees all of that. His work crews go out here, they mow the airport. They go with county maintenance down here. They mow there. He's starting a program now where they'll be picking trash up. We've cut and we've added both on it.
That should have been going to prisoners a long time ago, instead of just saying.
Well, there you go. It's easy for people to sit back and say that should be going on, but there's rules and regulations and procedures that have to be put in place. We just can't up and do it.
Well, you're doing it now, why couldn't you have done it a while
Because
back?
he has put the procedures in place, and the county mayor has sent 2 employees to TCI school to be qualified to do that.
Well, we should have been putting them procedures in place.
We had been getting litter pickup people through the probation office over here, and all that changed. So when that workforce went away, this workforce, through the sheriff's effort, through Charlie Freeman's efforts, I had very little to do with it. They called me and they said, we've got a proposal we want you to look at. And so it's a win-win. You know, these people are gonna get 2 days for one. We're gonna get them out of the jail. They're gonna get their time over quicker. We're not gonna be feeding them that extra day. We're gonna be getting the trash picked up. And so it's a win-win. Now, I'm here to tell you, I don't know.
I'm learning a lot about this, you
Yeah.
know, the last 3 months taking interest in, there's a lot of it that I don't know, but I went and talked to Steve, like there's $9.5 million in the school budget, I understand he explained some of that, but still, why can we not use some of that money to get us out of this? You know, we came forward.
We did
It should have
take,
never been a budget passed to begin
we
with.
took 6.5 cents from the school
Which is
system,
about $650,000.
which is, yeah, a little over $600,000 that we already took for him. Which means he can't acquire any more, he can't do any more capital projects or acquire any more debt, because his debt service fund is only set now to cover the current debt he's already got. So there's no school projects that he can acquire extra than what he's already got.
I know there's a lot involved with it, but you know,
But I just want-
citizens out here, we just sit back and look at it, there's just so many things that, you know, as Lagos, I mean, we just can't afford it. It shouldn't have never got to this point to begin with. I don't know how you're gonna fix it now. I say let the state come in, let them clear it out. I'd rather roll the dice and take a chance on seeing what they do, or unless they go in here and get some cuts in ways, because apparently what we've got hadn't done.
Well, I just wanted to address some cuts on the budget committee. I wasn't the budget chairman during that.
Right.
But as of now, I am, and the budget committee did make cuts. There was a lot of cuts to get it before it was a balanced budget.
There are a lot of things in life that you.
Good job,
Are we ready to vote?
Call for question.
Okay, we got to call for question. Brandon, you calling for question?
No, recognize Mr. Haddy, she can speak.
Who? Okay.
I just gotta say, I agree that things has gotta be done. But the way you have pointed your finger, Melvin Bailey, at these people and talked to them is very disrespectful. And the taxpayers and the voters of this county put you in your position.
I didn't look at it as disrespectful. I'm just, you know.
And I talk less than 4
I've been
minutes.
beat, you know, we've been beat up for months over lack of funding.
But a lot of it's because you gave these people and gave and gave. There's 6 people at that sheriff's office doing the job I done. Glenda Davis done it. There's 6 people up there doing that position now.
There's probably 6 times as many people.
No, there's not. No, there's not.
No? Okay. I'll take your word for it. Okay, got another one?
I've got 4.
Okay, all right. Commissioner Herrera.
I call for question.
Okay, call for question. We ready to vote?
Let's let this man speak.
We have to vote on it, on the question.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
You said you cut a job or two right here in the county. How many jobs in the county can be cut and them go to Sam Dillman work or some of these $11.50 an hour jobs here and take the burden off the county? I know when you go get your tags or something, is that county jobs in there? There's like 5 or 6 people sitting there. I've went in there and there's been nobody in there but me. I mean, what do they do the rest of the day? Same way with Mr. Thacker's office.
We'll let the clerk.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna let the clerk answer. You hold that, just
Yes, sir.
let her answer.
I don't need no
Not,
extra.
not
Okay.
just because there's not a person standing in front of one of my deputy clerks does not mean they're not working. We get mail from, and paperwork from dealerships from all over, not just Hawkins County, but all over the United States. When people go out of county and purchase vehicle, we have to provide, the necessary paperwork for that person to get their vehicle registered here in Hawkins County. We do licenses for marriage license, for business license. We do all kinds of different things. This last week and this week, my clerks have not even had time to take a restroom break. We've been so busy. So there are times that, yes, there's no one in that office. There are other times, like this past week and today, that they don't even have time, and I have everybody in there working.
Well, I keep seeing that they keep needing maybe one job, just one.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Thacker.
We're gonna recognize Mr. Thacker, cause you asked the question.
Can I respond to this
Yeah,
guy's
let him
comment?
respond. We talk.
To respond to you, there is a law, and I will get you a copy of the law, that is mandated, that I have one person for the first 10,000 parcels. And I have to have, it's mandated by the state, that I have to have one additional employee for every 4,500 parcels after that. Now, I've got 9 people in my office, and by mandate, by state law, you know how many I'm supposed to have? 9. That's what I've gotta have.
We need to change the law.
Well, but I don't like the laws, I don't like the rules, I just have to like them.
So does Mr. Hicks say.
Well, I don't know, I can't answer you. So all I know is that I took the Constitution road, that I hold the laws and change.
All right,
And that's what I'm ready.
ready to vote, get it up.
Well, it sounds to me like we need to back up here and change the laws, put it in place here. to make it
Okay, are we ready to vote? Are we ready to vote? If you would, cast your vote and confirm your vote.
Do what you gotta do. Get on with it.
9 yes, 11 no, 1 absent.
Fail.